Okay, so a friend of mine who sadly does not have a YouTube account has asked me to do a thing where I just answer random questions on YouTube. So this is the first video. I am planning to do more of these actually, because I think it's a pretty good idea. So if anyone who watches this video likes it, then there will be a link to my Formspring account. If you want to ask me a question on there and you want it to go into one of the videos, then put like YouTube a Y and a T for YouTube at the start of it, and then I'll know that you want it to go on to a video. So yeah, do that. But for now, I will be reading out my top 10 questions that I've been asked by both Formspring in general and also by random people. Okay, so my friend Maria Caron, she asked me if you could spend an entire week with someone you know about but never met, who would it be? I would say excuse me, feeling a bit yuck today. Excuse me. that was gross. Okay, not really. I don't think so, to be honest. Okay, rambling. If the question was if it was just someone who I know, then I would say I would have said her in a group of other close friends of mine, but sadly it needs to be someone I never met, so I would say Andy Six from Black Veil Brides, because I adore Black Veil Brides. They are just the best. But people, I don't want people to think that, oh, she's just saying 96 because he's the lead singer and all that. It's not. I love the rest of the band too. Jinx, Cece, Jake and Ashley. Of course I love them, but I think Andy's the one I can relate to the most. Probably because he's the one I know the most about. But still, I do like the other guys. I do like the rest of the band. So don't get me wrong, I'm not one of the ones that just concentrates on the lead singer and ignores everyone else. Because they're all awesome. If it weren't for the others, then Andy would just be on his own and there would be no Black Veil Brides. At least not the way that it is known as now. And I think it rocks the way it is. Okay, so that's the first question. Question number 2. What is the best way to relax after a long day? Lie down on your bed in a nice quiet room and bloody blast Black Veil Brides. I love their music. That it does actually relax me. Come home, sit, lie on my bed and just blast knives and pens in my ears. It is awesome. What's my favourite quote? From one of my favourite Black Veil Bride songs is actually from Perfect Weapon. Here's to your perfect weapon, crack bones with blind aggression, like birds whose wings are broken, you'll live without direction. I love that. I actually quoted that line before to someone who was picking on me, and he shut up. But I'm not sure whether or not that was just because he didn't have a clue of what I was saying, or he actually knew what I meant. But either way, he shut up. He got lost. That's that. Okay, so was that question number 3? I can't remember. Yeah, that was question number 3. What event in the past, present or future would you like to witness in person? The day, it would be in the future, and it would be the day the Black Veil Brides took over the world. I say that because that's more likely to happen sooner than taking over the universe. But it will happen, don't worry, BVB fans. Eventually aliens will come to this planet and they will discover Black Veil Brides, and then we can all be part of a galactic BVB army, which would be awesome. What celebrity do you most resemble? Apparently Andy Six. I do not know about this, but excuse me. Apparently I do resemble Andy Six. I was sitting on the train once with the makeup on when I was on my way to a friend's house, and a guy that I knew turned around and said, "You fucking look like Andy Six." I was like, "What? No, I don't." I was like, "I do." I don't think I look like Andy Six, but apparently I do. But according to my mum, he rambles like me. Apparently I ramble like him or something like that. But apparently we both go on and on and on. That's what my mum says. Andy, if you see this, don't kill me. Kill my mum for saying that. Like, you probably wouldn't kill my mum or anyone. So anyway, sorry, gone off in a ramble there. Okay, who was the best teacher you have ever had, and what made them your favourite? My form tutor, Mr. Jackson. He is awesome. Because you can have a great laugh with him, but people still actually behave in his lessons. And also, some of the outcomes of taking the mick out of him is so funny. He's really short and ginger, so we usually call him a ginger midget. One time he was picking on me and he had his hair all spiked up, so I called him a ginger version of Jedward. And he threw a slipper at me in fun, and it bounced off the table in front of me and hit Jamie, who was sitting behind me, in the face, which was hilarious because Jamie was annoying me. What? If you could only drink one thing for a year, but it couldn't be water, what would you drink? I would drink Lucozade. I have a terrible addiction to Lucozade. I would drink it forever if I could. But yeah, one time I was talking to the Tomska on a website called Vocal to ask him a question, and he said I looked scared. Tom, if you're watching this, I am the last that was recording a feat like that. Oh, actually, I think it was like that, and I had my feet like out here, or something like that. But either way, I was recording my feet. If you see this, Tom. But yeah, he said I looked scared, but I was just like, nope, I'm just very hyper. From Lucozade, and I don't think I'm gonna get 10 questions done because I'm running out of time. I can only put 10-minute videos on here, which is bummer. But yes, Lucozade is awesome. Trying to look for a good question. What's the biggest challenge you faced in your life? I have to face a lot of bullying. I always get called an emo. I get taken the mick out of for wearing gothic clothes. I get called a goth all the time, which isn't quite as bad as being called an emo, but it's still sort of like you just want to go and say fuck you. People say a lot of shit to me and a lot of shit about me, but I don't really care what they think. That they can think what they want. I'd rather not have to put up with people picking on me and having to go through this all on my own as well. But yeah, I get a lot of shit, so that's the end. I end on a really bad note. Goodbye.